Ora, boas pessoal, daqui o Saiam, sejam muito bem-vindos a mais um episódio de Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Se vocês bem se recordam, no último episódio completámos as quests que tínhamos de completar ali para deixar lá o mestre Sith tudo satisfeito, mas entretanto resolvi voltar aqui à nave para falar aqui é o gato. Vou falar aqui com o pessoal, ver se está tudo bem e trocar aqui os membros da equipa. Depois já quero falar com a Bastila.
How can I help?
Exatamente. É isso mesmo, falar sobre ceder às nossas emoções.
Yes, I did end that quite abruptly, didn't I? Perhaps a master could have addressed my questions with the proper wisdom, but I never should have brought it up here, not with you. Part of my purpose on this mission was to guide you in the way of the light, to help you avoid the temptations of the dark side. But I fear I've failed in that task. I don't think I'm the proper Jedi to guide you. I am no master. You should have remained with the Council.
No, I disagree.
Perhaps you're not being truly objective then. There's no need to spare my feelings on this point. The fact of the matter is I have never possessed much skill at controlling myself. With the bond that joins us, it seems I have even less. You have maintained the path of the light side, but it has been in spite of my influence, not because of it. It's increasingly obvious I am unable to guide you properly.
Não, estás a fazer o teu melhor.
That's kind of you to say, but I think the evidence speaks for itself. I think I may have made a very big mistake. I simply hope that you are not the one who pays the price, ultimately, for the fact that I can't help you enough.
Vamos dar-nos um ao
That's a
outro.
kinder response than I deserve. And I can see there is wisdom in your words. You continue to be there for me, don't you? Even after I keep pushing you away, you're still around when I need you most. You're like no man I've known before. And you're nothing like what I expected you to be after the Council sent us on this mission together.
Exatamente, somos feitos para o outro, pai, se vê-se logo.
I need time to think about all this. They're not going as I thought they would. We should continue on with our mission for now.
Ok, eu não tenho a certeza.
How can I help? Then I suggest we move on.
Yes, what's on your mind?
Já queres falar ou pelos vistos não?
You got it.
Pelos vistos já acabámos a questline do kart porque ele não diz mais nada. Vamos aqui ver o que é isto. Isto nunca diz nada. Jumanji.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
Vamos falar.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
O que é que aconteceu depois do pai morrer?
After my father died, my mother was left to support me alone. A single non-human woman, living in one of the worst, most violent slums on Taris. It was not easy for her.
O que aconteceu?
When my father was killed, it seemed that something in her began to die as well. She worked as hard as she was able. But over time, she began to waste away. I later learned that she was unable to get enough money to feed both of us, and had to start borrowing from the exchange, a band of cutthroats and smugglers. But even that was not enough. She hid what she was doing from me. She gave most of her food to me so that I would be strong, but she herself was suffering deeply from it. In the end, she could go on no longer, and collapsed at the cantina where she worked one day.
E ela morreu?
She never recovered. There was nothing really that I could do for her. She left me no money, and no doctor would see her without being paid first. I sat by her bed for days as she lay there dying. I never want that to happen to someone I care about ever again. But there was still the money she had borrowed. She had never paid it back and made no provisions for her death. You must understand. The exchange is brutal. They care nothing for the life of a sentient being. They are the major suppliers of slaves on Taris.
E fizeram-te uma escrava?
They thought it would be appropriate that, with my mother owing them money, the debt should be passed on to me. And with no way to pay, they took me by force. You have no idea what it is like to be bound like a beast and treated as such. It was the worst time of my life. They treated me like livestock. They were waiting for a buyer to give them some credit for me when the Jedi came to fight the Mandalorians.
E libertaram-te?
The Jedi could not abide by what they saw there and drove the exchange from the face of the world, freeing those of us imprisoned there. But the Jedi soon left to fight their war, and I was left with a dream.
E o que é que
I
fizeste?
swore that I would become a Jedi. As soon as I had enough money to do it, I bought passage on a freighter headed for Dantooine, and we both know what has happened since then.
Tornaste-te uma Jedi.
I am grateful to you for having given me the opportunity to fulfill my dream, rather than become what I hated. Someday, I may make it up to you. But for now, let us keep on the task at hand.
Ok, sim senhora. Vamos lá falar aqui com o Valhadas.
Got something on your mind, do you?
E falaste-me sobre dias de aventuras.
Did I say that? Strange the tricks memory plays on you when you get older.
Não eras um aventureiro?
Didn't I say that my past was my affair? You don't see me poking and prodding you with questions, do you?
Mas estou curioso.
I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity. No staring at the old man. That's what the sign says, damn it. And besides, you don't really want to hear about me. We're talking ancient history. Probably before you were born. History bores kids. Proven fact.
E os velhos falaram de durar de coisas velhas.
Oh, fine. Have it your way. Just don't cry about it later. Yes, I was an adventurer. Happy now? I wasn't even done with my Jedi training back then. I had a full head of hair and an eagerness to see absolutely everything. Sound familiar? The Council was never happy with willful, brash Jolie Bindo, you see. Even less so when I began my smuggling career.
Como é que isso aconteceu?
Don't look at me like that, damn it. I wasn't always the wrinkled coot I am now, you know. I can still fight, too. So wipe off that smirk I see there. At the time, the Yukata system was interdicted by its own king. He preferred to keep his people starving and poor. All the better to oppress them. The Senate was trying to negotiate a peace, but they were getting nowhere as usual. I decided I wasn't going to wait. I found myself a ship and a partner, and we began smuggling food and supplies to the Yukata citizenry through the blockade.
Whoa, isso era perigoso?
Oh, it was. I was a half-decent pilot in those days, and with the Force guiding me, we made it through some tough spots nobody else would have.
Também eras piloto?
Pilot, smuggler, several other things too. Or did you suppose I was always a crotchety hermit?
Ainda carregaste os créditos para isso tudo.
Well, we didn't buy all the equipment per se. Some were happy to donate goods. Some we just knew had more than they could use.
Então roubaste.
Stole is such a harsh word. They would have donated those goods readily enough if they were compassionate. I considered it a tax on the greedy. We only got caught once. A lone Yukatish frigate shot us down and forced a crash landing. I thought the Force had abandoned me, as I remember.
O que aconteceu?
Well, as it happens, getting shot down turned out to be very fortunate. That day was the day
O dia que tu o quê?
Well, that was the day I met my wife.
Ok.
You know another way to get a wife? But yes,
Ok, pergunta
that's
lá.
when I met her. If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to stop talking now. My mouth is starting to draw flies.
Ok. Acho que a mission está por aqui, não é? Não. Está do outro lado, oposto. Eu estou a pensar quem é que vou levar. Eu acho que vou levar o Kart e o HK-47.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
Fala do teu irmão.
I appreciate everything you've done for Griff. You know that, right? I just hope things work out for him this time around. I guess we'll find out when he meets up with us at the Zerka Corp shop. If he's got those credits he promised you, then maybe there's hope for him yet.
Yeah, e o gajo nunca mais apareceu, portanto, não sei... Deixa-me aqui ver... Ok, tá bem. Kendrick.
Yeah, what do you want?
Mais histórias.
We fought against the Republic forces for some time, over the course of many battles. At the start, they were not much of a threat to speak of. But once the Jedi Revan took charge, things began to turn against us. The Republic fleets began to use more than just basic tactics. Feints, counterattacks, mass deceptions. Revan was a genius on the field. Revan abandoned worlds of their defenders so that others would be too fortified to strike, and was willing to make sacrifices in order to advance goals. And in the end, Revan proved too much for us.
Yeah, não podiam ganhar contra
But it
toda a
was
galáxia.
close. So close. It looked like the entire galaxy was within our grasp. I still remember that final battle in the skies above Malachor 5. The two fleets filling the space around it, outshining the stars.
E o que aconteceu na batalha?
It was not your ships, or your men, or your vaunted fight for freedom that won this, the final battle of the war. It was by the actions of one person, the Jedi Revan, that you prevailed. His strategies and tactics defeated the best of us. Even Mandalore himself was taken aback by the ferocity of his attacks, the tenacity of his defenses, and the subtleties of his plans. He fought us to a standstill, and then began pushing back. We really didn't have a chance.
Yeah, porque é que não o retiraram?
It was what we had wanted all along, in a way. We wanted to fight the best, in a battle that would be remembered for centuries. And we did. And Revan won. I don't hold a grudge against Revan, and neither do any of my people. It was the greatest moment of my life to be in that battle. If Revan had been a Mandalorian, nothing in the galaxy would have stopped us. But wishing for the past to be different is useless. Better look to the future, as we should now. We'll talk more later, I think. Is there something else you want to know?
Não, é tudo.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
Ok, HK-47.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
Yeah.
Query. Don't I? I was under the assumption that organic meatbags such as yourself enjoyed such forms of address.
Organic
Retraction.
meatbags.
Did I say that out loud? I apologize,
Ok, eu
Master.
acho que tens de
While you are a
conversar antes.
meatbag, I suppose I should not call you such. Explanation. It's just that you have all these squishy parts, Master, and all that water. How the constant sloshing doesn't drive you mad, I have no idea. Statement. Now do you understand the travails of my existence, Master? Surely it does not compare to your existence, but still. Commentary. As do I. It is our lot in life, I suppose, Master. Shall we find something to kill to cheer ourselves up?
Ok, bem, parece então que... Vou só voltar ali à base, a ver se ela já disse mais alguma coisa. Que isto às vezes é só precisar de um tempinho.
How can I help?
Não?
Then I
Ok. Nós ainda temos que ir a Manan, acho eu. Mas eu não queria ir já. Ok. Parece uma boa hipótese.
Acknowledge.
Ok.
What?
Ok, vamos lá embora. Vamos lá embora. Temos que ir então ao templo. Temos que ir então ao templo. Ok, o que é que se passa? Quem é que falta? Karth, onde é que tu andas? Karth. Ok, lá vem ele a correr, feito parvo, não sei onde é que ele se enfiou. Gera a altura de envios. Vamos lá entrar. Ok, está aqui o Yutar. Vamos então dizer-lhe que tratamos aquelas cenas todas.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning.
Exato.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then?
Yeah.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Okay, I have this sort of...
Finally, the genuine sword. I knew that this relic would be unearthed in time. I can feel the power flowing through it.
We should have kept that. It could have made a...
Yeah.
Well done. You have impressed me greatly. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Yeah.
Yes, so I hear. I've had reports from some students that ventured into the tomb after you left and found the parts. Well done. I am impressed. You have rid us of a potential nuisance. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
Yeah.
Ah, my old master. Still, unless you bring back something of his, some writings or similar, I am unimpressed. Jorac's fate means nothing to me.
Yeah, tenho tablet escrito pelo gajo.
Oh, let me see. It appears my old master was busy studying the writings in one of the tombs. How interesting. I do hope you had to pry this from his dead fingers. Regardless, you have impressed me with your worthy act. You have impressed me enough, by my estimation, to become a Sith in full. Congratulations, young one. You have bested the others quite completely. You have but one final test which you must take, and this requires us to travel to the tomb of Nagasado, in the Valley of the Dark Lords. I would advise you to be rested and equipped before we leave. Return to your quarters now and seek me out in the morning. When you return, make sure that you have all you will need, for you will face your test alone. Go, and may the Force serve you well.
Ok. Yeah, vamos falar com esta tipa.
What are you doing here? Go back to Uthar and tell him you are ready to take your final test. Our moment is at hand. Go.
Ok, eu já vou, mas... Primeiro quero voltar a Ribbonhawk. E vocês já vão perceber porquê, malta. Vocês já vão perceber porquê. Eu não quero fazer spoilers, tenho só a dizer que tem a ver com a Bastila. E que se nós... Eu já joguei isto há muitos anos, portanto eu posso estar esquecido. Mas basicamente, se nós não fizermos algo antes de sairmos daqui de Corrigan e irmos procurar o último Star Map, muito basicamente acho que já não vamos ter oportunidade de voltar a fazer. Daí eu estar a querer lá voltar agora. Eu por acaso acho que fiz a geneira quando escolhi Corriban como destino. Acho mesmo que fiz a geneira. Mas já vamos ver isso. Ver se ela agora já mudou o discurso.
How can I help?
Já mudou. Pronto, era mesmo isto que eu queria.
You have been patient with me, haven't you? I suppose you deserve an answer. But you have to understand how difficult this is for me to say.
Okay.
With all my training, I should be able to control myself better than this. But you're not like anything I expected. You're not like any man I've ever met before. I find myself watching you when I don't mean to. I'm thinking about you when I don't want to. It isn't supposed to be like this.
Que é que se está a dizer?
Every time I try to call on all my teachings to calm myself, they fail me. You have such power, such passion. I don't know if it's due to the bond between us, but I'm drawn to you.
Da minha habilidade de força ou em mim?
The Force is a part of you, as is your power. But that's not what attracted me to you. It's more than that. Maybe it's the bond we share. It gives us a certain intimacy. If I could, I would return to Dantooine. I need to be away from this bond of ours. I need to weaken it. I need to be anywhere but near you. But Malik must be stopped. My own feelings are nothing when compared to that. Yet I know this could affect the sake of our mission if it's not resolved. I can't let that happen.
Exatamente.
I think we should have some privacy for this. Come with me.
Ora, aí está. Era mesmo isto que eu queria, malta.
You're stronger than I am, and there's no point in telling me otherwise. You will be a great Jedi, I think. I hope. In some ways you make me feel weak, like I'm caught up in the wake of our destiny. But at the same time, you make me feel stronger, more alive. I realize now these feelings are part of the bond we share. The Jedi Council surely realized this. They knew my loyalty to the doctrines of our order would be tested on this mission. By facing and overcoming my feelings for you, I've learned a valuable lesson about control and the dangers of emotion. This is an important step in understanding the Force. I'm sorry if this is not what you wanted to hear, but I felt that it was important you know our infatuation was nothing more than a result of our powerful bond. You're the one who can't face the truth. Malik has to be stopped. How can I do that if I let myself be blinded by my feelings for you?
Ok.
You mean it, don't you? But how can I be sure you're not making a mistake? I have to resist. I have to be strong for both of us.
Exatamente.
But I can't. Malik will...
Exatamente. Ora, aí está.
Oh my.
Aí está.
We shouldn't have done that. It was wrong. The Jedi are not allowed to fall in love. It was a moment of weakness. When I kissed you, we shouldn't have. I'm sorry. No, I know we both wanted it, but we shouldn't have given in to our desire. We're Jedi. We can't act like this. Not now. Not while we still have to deal with Malik. I'm sorry. I don't blame you, but it was a mistake. I have to get out of here before somebody sees us together.
Ok, e pronto, já está aquilo que eu queria fazer. Portanto, pessoal, basicamente... Isto não devia Não devia aqui estar. Eu penso que sim. Ok, nós temos listas de coisas para fazer em Tatooine. Ok, bem, agora não vou conseguir falar com a Basta porque já sei que ele não vai dizer nada de novo. Vamos lá então, mas é... Tumba, vamos a isto. Agora sim, vamos então ao Templo dos Sith. Agora viramos por aqui. E vamos então fazer a prova final, que é derrotar os Sith Masters. Ok, vamos tentar falar com este tipo.
So then, I take it you are ready to travel to the tomb of Nagasado. Your final test should not be delayed.
Ok, I'm ready
then
to go.
Then we go now.
O Carth e o HQ Fortiça ficam para trás, se calhar ficam.
Very well. We are now ready for your final test, young Sith. You have earned the right to see if you shall become one of us.
Indeed you have.
I dislike your tone, Euthura. What are you up to now?
Nothing, of course, my master. I was merely agreeing with you. Should we not get on with the test?
Yes. Yes, of course. We are in the sacred tomb of Nagasado, young one. The one discovered by Darth Malak and Darth Revan years ago. You are to follow in their footsteps and reach the ancient star map that lies deep within. There you will find a lightsaber, amongst other things. The lightsaber is for you, your initiation present. Return to us once you have it. For you, the test does not end there.
Be very cautious here. This tomb is like the others in this valley, and many of its old defenses remain active.
Do you understand what I have told you? Are you ready to begin? Good.
Exatamente.
Euthura and I will await your return.
Ok, e pronto pessoal, vamos terminar o episódio 2 por aqui. Já sabem, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic volta para a semana. Não esqueçam de deixarem um like e de subscrever o canal. Por hoje é tudo, fiquem bem, até à próxima. Tchau.